Hey there, Leo, and welcome to your week of October 11th. We're not going back in time. It's not August 11th. 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to hit you up here with your energies coming into this week, your challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes and actions you might be able to take to get through it. We're going to do clarifiers for all those cards. Cards are flipping, which is nice. Lovers flipping up. That's nice. Hopefully they'll be coming back. But geez, when the cards are flipping, I feel like we're in for a good time. But we're going to do clarifiers for all of those cards, and we're going to tie off everything with an oracle card, so you're going to want to stick around for that. We just had the Two of Cups go flying, so we'll take that. We'll take the pop-outs. But let's see what else we got here for you for your energy coming in. But I like that. Two of Cups, a fantastic way to start. And we got a couple other cards coming out for you. Got the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords as well. All right, so interesting energy here as you're coming in here. So I like that. That's very interesting. Two of Cups rather represents like a soulmate. So this could be a potential partner for you coming in. If it's not your partner, you already have kind of very much on your mind and such at this time. Soulmate can also just be like your best friend, like someone who just really gets you. So that's also fantastic, which is really interesting. The Three of Pentacles came up here as well, because the Three of Pentacles is the teamwork making the dream work, right? It's, you working together with someone else or a group of people who accomplish something bigger than yourselves, which is interesting that came up with a Two of Cups, because the ultimate team, in my opinion, is, a couple, right? Two people who are working together against the world, baby. But who are working together to, create something beautiful, like a family, right? So that's fantastic. So that's really awesome. Interesting that the Five of Swords comes in here too, because the Five of Swords can represent winning at all cost. Just kind of very like, I'm going to get what I want out of a situation. So I feel like that's kind of like you are really invested in love at this time. Like you're really looking for your other person, or you very much want to have a family with a person that you are already with, that you feel like is a soulmate for you. So very interesting. I like this. I like the ambition here on your part, at least. Though you just have to be careful with that Five of Swords, because sometimes it does lean into that obsessive energy, which is not good here. But being like, I'm going to achieve something that I want, and I'm not taking no for an answer in that regard, can be good. Can be good. So let's take a look and see what kind of challenges you might be facing this week here. All right. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles as well. Interesting. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. Okay, so I feel here with your challenges, if you're single and you're going after someone who you feel might be a soulmate for you, possibly you're facing down two opposing rivals here with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. These Knight of Wands is someone who's very charismatic, someone who is very, sort of like very attractive, very charismatic, very passionate and bold. So someone very alluring in that way, in the physical sense. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is the opposite. They're very much someone who has they got their shit together, right? They're someone who's like, I have a plan. This is what I want to do in the future, and I'm going forward with this. So this might be the people you're competing against. You have two polar opposites. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles here, so I just feel like this might be you may not be aware of these knights that you might be encountering here. You just might not be aware of them, or maybe you are, I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody here. But I just feel like with them here, that's the kind of challenge you might be encountering here. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, it's also saying you're kind of concerned that this seed, this pentacle won't grow, right? It won't grow into the abundance, won't grow into the Ten of Pentacles down the line, which represents sort of legacy, represents your physical material world being in a very good place, where you want it. What's interesting is that the Ace of Pentacles, when it grows up into the Ten of Pentacles is sort of like, I generally always look at it as sort of like, along with the Ten of Cups, as like the family card, right? You leave a legacy behind, you leave your mark, you leave like a family tree, right? That kind of a thing. that's the most definite way for me. You know, sometimes you can look at it as like you created a business or you left your mark on the world in some other way. But I feel like generally it's starting up a family. So I feel like you're worried that that might be the concern, that one of these nights might sweep your person off their feet. And the nights, you know, doesn't matter their gender. It's just someone who's putting out that kind of a vibe, right? So that's very interesting. Interesting that those people are going up against you here. So let's see what possible energies are here, or possible outcomes and such are here for you. Though if you're not looking for love and you're just after like you're working with someone who really gets you on a team to achieve something here, could just be saying like there might be some people on your team or outside of your team that are working against you, and that's where you're not getting the abundance. Like you're worried that this isn't going to grow, this teamwork and such isn't going to work out, even though you really want it to work out here with the Five of Swords. So let's take a look, see what kind of challenges you might be facing here. All right, we've got the Four of Swords, or challenges. This isn't your challenges, this is your outcomes. We have the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords, Five of Swords already here, and the Six of Swords. That's interesting. Went a little out of order, but we got the 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Swords all out here. What this is saying here is with the Four of Swords, there's some blessings coming your way here, which is good. The Three of Swords is telling you some heartbreak coming for you. So maybe this isn't going to work out. Like maybe this person is going to go with these other two. What I say to that is rejection is redirection. So, if that doesn't work out for you, that just means that's not the person for you, right? And there is someone better out there, which, may be hard to imagine, but there is someone better out there for you. But with blessings coming in with the Four of Swords, you can also take the alternative action with the Three of Swords, which is cut out things that no longer serve you. So kind of trim the fat. I certainly could use some of that myself. But, just kind of trimming things down. Like not necessarily like in your physical appearance, though that might be part of it. Maybe you could stand to shed a few pounds, maybe go on like a diet or something. Or just, trim up your budget. Try to strike a balance between these other two nights, right? Maybe try to be maybe shed some weight so you're a little more attractive, but also get your budget set so that, things are going good. And maybe that, walk in the middle between them is what draws this person in for you. So that's interesting. But we got the Six of Swords here, which regardless of whatever else happens, the Six of Swords represents you're heading towards calm waters. Like things may be a bit rough now, maybe like this isn't going to work out with them, but it could be saying you're heading into calm waters where you'll actually, be in a good place and you'll meet the person you're actually supposed to be with, or you'll overcome these two nights and end up with this person, and that'll lead you to calm waters too. So that's fantastic. So no matter how you dice it, that's great. If it's worth a project or something as well, again, I just feel like blessings are coming in for you, and you just need to kind of like trim the excess off of whatever this project is, be as efficient as possible, and that's what will lead you to the calm waters. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much, Leo. Let's take a look at your clarifiers here in just a second, but remember that I'm going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end, so you're going to want to stick around for that. Thank you again for being here, Leo. Oh, excuse me. And let's see what we got here for you. You got two cards coming out. First, here we got the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Empress. So that's interesting. So you might see this person that you're attracted to as the Empress, as someone who is bringing in a ton of abundance into your life, is very authoritative and respective, as an Empress is. And you may, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here. So very much you're making a plan. You want to be with this person, right? Ten of Swords, I feel like you're coming off of a rough time, potentially. And maybe that's why you're in that win at all cost mode, like we talked about with the Five of Swords. It just might be like you went through something here recently, like maybe just a harsh breakup or something that ended very quickly. Like it was just kind of sudden, suddenly, your partner's just like, no, I don't want to be with you anymore. Interesting enough, I used to know this guy in high school, and he lived with his girlfriend, and one day she just walked down into the basement after he got home from work and told him, I miss being single, and then just left. Like, what the fuck? It could have been something like that, maybe. Like, maybe that happened to you, or something a bit worse, maybe, you walked in on them and they were cheating on you or something like that, right? Or possibly if you're not in like love, if this isn't a love reading for you, it's more like a general, like maybe you're coming off like you just came off a project that then like ended abruptly or something, like you were putting a lot of time into it and it ended, and then, you know, here we are. It's like now you're like, no, I need to make sure this one succeeds because like you might feel like your job's on the line or something like that, right? So yeah, you've been doing a lot of planning with that, and you're kind of looking for abundance with this person or with this project or whatever. You just see this as like kind of like nothing but good for you. So let's see what kind of clarifiers we got for your challenges. Seeing what these knights are up to. Seeing maybe we can get a clearer picture on them in this reading. All right. Got the Four of Swords coming up yet again. Page of Swords as well. And the Knight of Pentacles again. Wow, that's interesting. So yeah, we got, you know, with the Four of Swords, if this is a love reading for you, you might just be worried you're going to be on your own for the rest of your life, right? This could be like, you know, you feel like this person is your last chance for love, right? I've been there before. It sucks, but, you know, there is still love out there for you, regardless of how this turns out. Knight of Pentacles coming up again. I feel like that's kind of the person you need to watch out for the most. If this is a love reading again. And with the Page of Swords, you just need to reach out. I feel like you want to reach out, but you can't reach out to this person, or you're just afraid to reach out to them. If this isn't love, if this is like more job or business thing, it may feel like you need to do things all on your own. You may feel like you're the only one that can solve all the problems, right? Which is not what the Three of Pentacles wants you to do. The Three of Pentacles wants you to work with your group. Just because it seems like you need to do everything yourself, don't do everything yourself. Know what your job is in that team. Knight of Pentacles coming up twice here again. And that Knight of Pentacles might be the person you have to watch out for the most. The person who's kind of like slow and steady, got a plan, right? If you're competing against another person on a project or another group on a project. Or it might just be saying like you're worried this is taking too long, right? It might be just agonizingly slow. But again, I feel like yeah, you just need to focus on working with your team and such to get through this here. All right. And with the Page of Swords there might be just some confusion. You know, you might need to just clear the air with your team, you know, make sure everyone's on the same page so you're not doing everything on your own here. So let's take a look and clarify your outcome cards here, Leo. We got Scorpio coming in with the Death card. So that is, if you're new to tarot, every zodiac sign has a major arcana card that represents them. The Death card is Scorpio's. We've also got Aquarius coming in with the Star card, as that is their card too. And we got the Tower too. Interesting. So if you got Scorpio in your chart or Aquarius in your chart, or you might be dealing with one of those signs, let me know in the comments below. Always love to hear about that stuff. We've also got the Tower here. The Tower and the Death card both represent a big change, right? Which, along with the Six of Swords down here, represents, you know, kind of you're moving on from a rough patch to a good place. So I feel like regardless of how this pans out, whether this is love or business or whatever, you're going to be moving on to a good place. Like there is going to be a change here that has to happen, and a big change. And we also have the Star card here. The Star card represents wishing, you know, making a wish. When I wish upon a star, right? Obviously. So if you haven't made a wish yet, or your wish is the whatever from back here, whether it's love, business, what have you, the Star card really wants you to make a wish now. Like if you can pause the video, meditate on it for a second, just make a wish right now if you haven't already. But if you have already, the Star card's saying it's coming true. So like I say, I feel like regardless of whether things pan out with this person or things pan out with this like project you're working on, things are going to pan out and you're going to get what you want ultimately here, regardless, because of your hard work, because of, you know, timing just isn't right now for you to be with the person you want, but you are moving towards that person, whatever that might be. So that's fantastic. Like I feel like this is just an experience to cherish, or at least learn from, or an experience to experience, right? Like it's just something to be a part of regardless. But if it is what you ultimately end up wanting it to be with that Star card, then, you know, that's great. But if it isn't, then it's just a learning experience for you, and you're going to be achieving what you want with the Star card here eventually. So I love that. That's fantastic. So we're going to tie things off with the Oracle card here. Yeah, and see what we got here for you. Thank you so much for making it this far. I hope this has been helping you out and resonating. And we got the Hawk Spirit saying, let Spirit be your guide. Yeah, let Spirit be your guide at this time. Like, just let it happen. Like, let this all play out. See what happens. Do your best, obviously. But if it doesn't work out, it's still guiding you to where you want to be, right? Like this, I feel like this is like, I don't want to say it's inevitable, but I feel like it feels like it's going to happen. Like it's going to happen one way or another. So that's awesome, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to help out the channel, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I do here and you're not already subscribed. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos, and I will see you, Leo, in the next video.